So this is going to be a quick little lesson on calculating sales tax, tip, and discount. We're going to kind of break it up into a couple lessons. So this first one is going to focus on how to calculate sales tax, something that you've probably seen a lot of times when you've gone to a store, but now we're going to figure out how to calculate it for ourselves. So if you have the notes, feel free to print them out. If not, go ahead and write this stuff down. Remember to pause whenever you need to so you can keep up with me. So first, we're going to start with a couple of definitions. Sales tax is an additional amount of money charged on items that you buy. So when you go to the store, you pay a certain price for that item, but then sales tax is something additional, a small percentage of the price. So it's based on how expensive the item is that you pay as an additional tax. And then that tax goes to the state government and they use it to pay for a variety of different things. Calculating sales tax is actually pretty straightforward. It's just two steps. One, multiply the percent times your price, then add it to the original price. So you're going to multiply the percent times the price, and then that new number gets added onto your price. Okay. Notice the part I highlighted at the bottom. Always change the percent to a decimal first. Okay. Because when we're doing our calculations with a calculator, we always want it in decimal form because our calculator doesn't know when we type something in as a percent. All right. So let's put this into use. So first one is $40 price with 5% sales tax. So the first thing I want to do is change my percent to a decimal. 5%. Remember my decimal is on the right. To change it to a decimal, I slide it over 2 spots. So it becomes 0.05. So all I do is 40 times 0.05. Calculator is fine. And then in this case, we get $2. That's the amount of sales tax that I'm going to pay. Second step, add it to my price. So $40 plus $2 is $42. So your dollar amount times your percent, and then add it back onto the original price. So next one, $99.50 with 6.5% sales tax. So 6.5%, remember move it 2 decimal places, 1, 2. So my sales tax is 0.065%, or that's what it is as a decimal. So $99.50 times 0.065. The trickiest part is that you're often going to get some big, long decimals. So like in this case, I got 6.4675. So as you get better at it, you're going to start to be able to kind of round this off in your head. But for right now, you might need to write it out. But remember, for money, we always want to round it 2 decimal places. That doesn't mean we just cut off the rest of the number. We need to round it. So we look at that third decimal place as a 7. Anything 5 or up says round up. So $6.46 is going to round up to $6.47. Next step, add it to your price, $99.50 plus $6.47. Oh, and I keep forgetting my dollar signs here. So $99.50 plus $6.47 is $105.97. So you're simply multiplying your price times the percent in decimal form, and then adding that amount to your price. So let's do the last one. $22.50 times 7.25%, which is 0.0725 as a decimal, because we moved it over 2 spots and I had to add in that 0. $22.95 times 0.0725. And yes, you need to be writing down the steps, not just the price or just the answer you got. And I get 1.663875. And again, we don't care about that big long decimal because we're going to round it off. Money is always rounded off to 2 decimal places. So I'm going to cut it off. And I always look at that third digit. That 3 says it's going to stay the same. It's going to round down. So it's going to round down to $1.66. Now I add it back to my original price, $22.95 plus $1.66 gives me $24.61. That's all we're doing. The price times the percent, but of course the percent's written as a decimal. That gives us the amount of sales tax, and then sales tax gets added on to your price. It increases your price. That's how we calculate sales tax.